to be joined by one of the stars of the night, Grant Haley, who came up with the stop on Corey Clement on 4th and 1 to seal this win for the Nittany Lions. Take us through that last play.
You know, it was a play we talked about at halftime. You know, they ran the counter a lot, and we were in a sneak situation, 4th and 1, so we knew they were going to run the ball. Early in the game, they blocked down, and it was like a crack block, and I didn't see it late, and they split outside. But this time, I knew when he blocked down, I just triggered right there. Was able to wrap him up in the legs, and Marcus came off and finished him off. It was just a great team effort by everyone: defense line, linebackers, safeties, corners.
So throughout the first half, you guys were a little flat. You were down. Then you get that point, the touchdown, right before the halftime. What was that like going to halftime? What were some of the discussions at the defensive meeting about how to get back into the game?
You know, I think at halftime we were talking about how, it was a 21. It should be 21 points for them. We were still in this game. We've been in situations like this all year. Coach Price, he did a great job coming out in the second half and calling more aggressive plays and, allowing us to play free and, play some more man and, getting those blitzes going. And I think everybody just held each other accountable, looked at the man to the left and right and said, I got your back, and just came out and finished strong.
You just mentioned it looked like in the second half you guys got more aggressive, so that puts you more on the island by yourselves out there to be able to make plays. How do you guys really feel about being out there, being able to be challenged one-on-one?
I think as corners, that's what we do. That's what, as a cornerback, you want to be on that island. That's where you make your money. And when it comes to situations, second long, third down, like that's the money situation, money down. That's what, Coach Smith always says to us, get off on third down. That's what your job, that's what you're paid to do. Well, not paid to do, but, that's what you go out and do. So, being a corner and just being on that island, that's what we do.
So what is it about the second half? It seems so much better after halftime. Is it the adjustments, or is it that you get a feel for what the team is doing and you feel better against it?
I think it's a mixture of all adjustments, mixture of everything like that. We calmed down. I think, they show, obviously, coming in the first quarter, every team's going to show something you haven't seen on film. They showed a little bit with their runs and with their play-action pass. And so, we just adjusted to that, coming out and being able to be more aggressive, playing more man coverage. I'm saying on the corners and safeties, like match up to your guys and, do your job when to keep the people in the box, stop and run. I think that's what really changed the game.
What does it feel like to bring Penn State back to a Big Ten championship after all that Penn State's been through over the last several years?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's tremendous, and really probably won't hit us as players till another couple of years till we're long and gone. But I feel like the alumni and the community you can just see the impact. Just our fans here, just tremendous. I mean, you can see all the white, and then just hearing things back at school. They got people running down in the streets down at school already.
Your alumni are going to make sure that you know how important that is.
Yeah, I know they will. But it's great. I mean, it's a pleasure to be part of this team, this program. It's just amazing.
Well, Grant, congratulations on the big play at the end, and more so congratulations on the win today. I know you guys worked hard to get, as you said, from where you were to where you are now. Really an incredible journey for this Nittany Lion team. Grant Haley, let's go back to Chicago.